can go bust, eye for eye. We can lose trust. Quite wrong. Easy pop, where you they go, we they go up. Catch my vibe, we go off. Slam the trash, man, it's so tough.
Don't rush, take your time with it. I pull up Lamborghini with a diamond. She say I'm a super pretty, extra chocolate fine. And I ain't running from them if it's 9. You gotta show me something. Yeah, I made her bring that back, it's like she owe me something. I met her, she was 24, I'm talking Kobe now. Swish, for the rim, I'm in that trying to scold me something. She put my she tryna choke us on. Nash full of is out and flash. They like the way I smell, sniff when they walk past. Bling, 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 you know my jewelry like Alaska. Ring, 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 keep on calling but I ain't answering. You I've been declining on. Yeah, I took her down the top, she had me climbing on. I pull up there like, oh, we got a problem, don't it? Smile and show my dimples off, look like my mama don't. Jeez.
Don't rush, no touch, crying on white. I go gun, grab and buy. We can go bust, eye for eye. We can lose trust. Quite wrong. Easy pop, where you they go, we they go up. Catch my vibe, yeah, we go up. Slam the track, man, it's so tough.
I go, put the belly, run the belly, run the belly, run the belly, run.
It's the crowd favorite, DJ Unpredictable.
Joanna, your busy body, busy tonight. Joanna, making all the dummy tonight. Joanna, your busy body giving me life, oh, hey, life, hey, hey. Why you do me like Joanna, Joanna? Why you do me like Joanna, Joanna? How you gonna do me like Joanna, Joanna? Hey Joanna, Joanna? Ay, ay, ay. Hey, how you gonna play me like Drogba? How you gonna do me like Drogba? Oh, DJ Drogba, hey, DJ Drogba. Joanna, your busy body, busy tonight. Joanna, making the dummy tonight. Joanna, your busy body giving me life, oh, hey, life, hey.
It's the crowd favorite, DJ Unpredictable.
Come on, sing a song. He wants you to be happy, he wants you to be free. I want to dance with you. I want to give you some soul. We're gonna let this breathe. All the dance, you know what to do. I made this part for you. Say what now? Finna get loose, huh? Finna get loose, huh? Finna get loose, huh? Finna get loose. Where you from? Where that at? Where you headed? What is that? What you doing? Feeling that? Get that cake up, open your mind. That love with you. Keep your distance. Let's get this. Me and the renegade, like grenades, throwing up mine, dime, blue, chocolate like sumo, hungry like Cujo, smoking that Pluto, no ticking time like hand on the rope. Feel beautiful, no park break with in the new. You wanna roll some bags, don't do that. Hey, you ain't trying to pass, don't do that. Gotta drink the mask, don't do that. Finna act ass, don't do that. Say what now? Finna get loose, huh? Finna get loose, huh? Finna get loose, huh? Finna get loose.
It's the crowd favorite, DJ Unpredictable.
That's my way. Do it like that and I repeat. Don't be scared, I ain't afraid. Just like that, come my way. That's my way. Do it like that and I repeat. Don't be scared, I ain't afraid. Just like that, come my way. Yeah, I said do that, baby, all night long. And I'ma turn off all my phones. You know I hate it when I'm left red. But they make it all up in the bed and it take me out running on none but the best. He got off-white, right. Damn, he could dress, making plans in the east, making bands in the west. Rockstar, black beetle type, bands on his bread. And baby, I want it, and I just be honest, cause I just can't front when I look at you. Just keep it 100 when I throw these hundreds. I hope that you're like, come on, what's my we do it like that, and I repeat. Don't be scared, I ain't afraid. Just like, come my way.
crowd favorite, DJ Unpredictable.
Tryna get a little VI, we're down on the low key. She know how it feels. I saw the shorty, she was checking up for me. From the game, she was sitting at me. You think that she know me? Decided to cheat. Conversation got heavy. She had me feeling like she's ready to blow. They saying, come get me. So I got up and followed her to the floor. She said, baby, let's go. When I told her, I said, so they got down, she said, come and get me. So come, got you all day. Look at my girl, that's the whole day. Next thing I knew, all up on me screaming.
It's the crowd favorite, DJ Unpredictable.
Yeah. Broke up with my girl last night, so I went to the club. Put on a fresh white suit and a mini coupe, sitting on dubs. I'm just looking for somebody to talk to and show me some love. If you know what I mean. Everybody jocking me as soon as I stepped in the spot. 200 in the building, ain't none of them hot. Except for this pretty young thing that was working on the way to the top. Shouted, what is her name? Ooh, she made us drink the drink. We drunk and got drunk and made her think she thinks I'm cool. She gave me a wink, I winked back, and then I think that we hit it off something proper like bartender. Ooh, if you're looking for me, I'll let the bar with her. Okay, I like the bar. This is the remix. Yeah, if you're looking for me, I'll let the bar with her. Okay, baby, you are the only one I adore.
It's the crowd favorite,
You
DJ
are the
Unpredictable.
only one I have love for. I promise you, I'll be all you need. As long as you can work with me, girl. You are the wish that I have been wishing for. You are the one that I have been longing for. I'll be real with you, just be real with me, and I will love you eternally. Just meet me halfway, girl. We can do this thing for the longest. I'll be loving on you for the longest. You'll be loving on me for the longest, girl. Just meet me halfway, and I'll be here to stay. Halfway, girl. We can do this thing for the longest. I'll be loving on you for the longest. You'll be loving on me for the longest, girl. Just meet me.
It's the crowd favorite, DJ Unpredictable.
Better break it down like that. When you know I'm from the front, and you know I'm from the back. Better break it down like that.
24, 34, 46, good and thick, and what you get, shit worship. Pretty face and some cute lips, earring in the tongue, and she know what she do with it. Make a name for herself, and she do it this well. I know how to keep a bitch, keep herself. Come over anytime, in the call, shit, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and she right there, and she know why she came here, and she know where her clothes supposed to be. Sniff a look. Take a little, smoke a little, drink a little bit. I need a girl like a freak with, the way to try this, and ain't scared of a big butt. Love to get up so lit, buy another bitch, cause I ain't drunk enough to do that. Sabrina, Crystal, Miranda, Felicia, Tanisha, Siobhan, Christina,
It's the crowd favorite, DJ Unpredictable.
Thinking out loud, I must have $250,000 on me right now. Hard to make a song about something other than the money. Things I'm about to talk blunt and staying blunt. Pretty women, now you're here. You're here right now. Shit all disappear right now. Look, you're getting all your friends and you're getting in the car and you're coming to the house. So we clear right now, huh? You see the fleet, all the new things. I'm caught with the loose change. All white like a mood things. See me rolling in they mood change. Like a motherfucker. New floor, I got a dozen of them. I don't trust you, you are undercover. I could probably make some steps and some steps. Talking fillets with the truffle butter. Fresh sheets and towels, man, she gotta love it. Yeah, they all get what they desire from it. Well, tell us we ain't hiding from it.
Half of my heart is in Havana.
It's the crowd favorite, DJ Unpredictable.
He took me back to East Atlanta. All of my heart is in Havana. There's something about his manners. He didn't walk up with that, how you doing? When he came in, said there's a lot of girls I can do it, but I can't wait. They're doing forever in a minute. That's on my night. And Papa says he got Milo in him. He got me feeling like ooh. I knew it when I met him. I loved him when I left him. Got me feel like ooh. And then I had to tell him I had to go. Oh na 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 na. Havana, ooh na na. Half of my heart is in Havana, ooh na na. He took me back to East Atlanta, na na na. All of my heart is in Havana. My heart is in Havana, Havana, Havana.
What you know about going out, head west, rednecks, TVs, all up in the head vest.
It's the crowd favorite, DJ Unpredictable.
Teach all good it up, stick a kid in the sweat. Jig with a cut, shit Chris, get it up. Hold right, get your nut till I can't get it up. I'm a big man, get this man room. I done hit everything from Cancun to Grand Tune. Why you stand on the wall, hand on your balls, lighting up drugs, always fighting in the club. I'm the reason they made the dress code. They figure out what and why when I'm in my fresh clothes. Dresses out the poles from my neck to my toes. Neck full of gold, baguettes in my rolls. Rec shows, collect those extra O's. By the E, get a key to the Lex to hold. East, west, every state, come on, bury the hate. Weekends, the only thing we in the heavy make. Whether from the ex-friend, intellect, or bins. Let's begin, bring this BS to an end. Come on.
You know you make me feel so good. You know you make me feel so good.
That's what we do.
Come on. I wouldn't change you if I could. I wouldn't change you if I could. I wouldn't change you, wouldn't change you, wouldn't change you.
It's the crowd favorite, DJ Unpredictable.
Don't stop now.
Are not reality. Each and every time you are here with me, the touch you give me with your hands. When you caress my skin, I'm under your command. Girl, you hypnotize me with your eyes. It took me some time, now I realize it's you to which I belong. I love it. The feeling's getting strong. The things you do to me, it brings out ecstasy. It really turns me on.
It's the crowd favorite, DJ Unpredictable.
What you did to me this morning had me late for work. I'm stressing. miss my meeting. All I'm thinking about is you. And now I'm looking at the clock, counting the hours and my back is wrong. Wish I never had to let you go. Get right back to my baby. Get right back to my baby. Get right back to my baby. Get back.
Hello.
It's the crowd favorite, DJ Unpredictable.
They say the time's supposed to heal you, but I ain't done much for you. Hello, can you hear me? I'm in California dreaming about who we used to be when we were young and free. I've forgotten how it felt before the world fell at our feet. It's such a difference between us and a million. How come the other side I'm not the boy that doesn't everything that I love and you never seem to be home. How come the other side? At least I can say that I'm trying to tell you I'm sorry for breaking your heart, but it won't
It's the crowd favorite, DJ Unpredictable.
All summer long, we've been together, and I never felt so good. 'Cause when I'm with you, it's such a good time. Yes, it is. And when you get next to me, you make my heart beat fast. You throw me back when you smile. And when we're alone, I know we're in love. 'Cause I can't get enough. 'Cause I like the way you kiss me when we're playing the kissing game. I like the way you keep me looking forward to another.
It's the crowd favorite, DJ Unpredictable.
I ain't no joke. I used to let the mic smoke. Now I smoke when I'm done, make sure it's broke. When I'm gone, no one gets on. 'Cause I won't let nobody press up and mess up the scene I set. I like to stand in the crowd and watch the people wonder, damn. But think about it, then you understand. I'm just an addict, addicted to music. Maybe it's a habit. I gotta use it, even if it's jazz or the quiet storm. My own can beat up, converted into hip-hop form. Write a rhyme ingredient, every show you see me in deep concentration. 'Cause I'm no comedian. Jokers are wild if you won't be tame. I treat you like a child and you're gonna be named another enemy, not even a friend of me. 'Cause you'll get fried in the end when you pretend to be competing. 'Cause I just put your mind on pause and I complete when you compare my rhyme with yours. I wake you up and as I stare in your face, you seem stunned. Remember me, the one that got you out there front, but soon you start to suffer. The tune will get rougher when you start to stutter. That's when you had enough of fighting it'll make you choke. You can't provoke, you can't cope, you should have broke. Because I ain't no joke.
It's the crowd favorite, DJ Unpredictable.
Yeah, I go on and on. Can't understand how I last so long. I must have the superpowers. Last 223,000 hours. And it's 'cause I'm off of CC. And I'm off the Hennessy. And like your boy from Compton said, you know this ain't free. I got girls that I should've made pay for it. Got girls that I should've made wait for it. I got girls that'll cancel a flight back home. Stay another day for it. You got attitude on 9-9. on agua, and your stomach on flat, and your on what's that? And yeah, I need it all right now. Last year I had drama, girl, not right now. I would never go and chat what we talking about. You the only one I know could fit. Man,
it's the crowd favorite, DJ Unpredictable.
Is it just me? Is it just me? Or is this so good I shouldn't have to for free? Is it just me? Is it just me? Is this so good I shouldn't have to?
It's the crowd favorite, DJ Unpredictable.
All this love, wait just for you. Just gotta know that your love is true. Can't keep running, boy, in and out my life. Wanna be your girl, not 'cause the mood is right. You know you put it high, will you be there for me when I need someone to go? Baby, don't misunderstand. I do want you for my man. I just need a little time before I invest my life. Don't walk away, don't walk away. I never won't hurt you. No, don't walk away, boy. I'll be right there for you.
It's the crowd favorite, DJ Unpredictable.
You're the reason why I love you so. I don't want you to go. You're the girl who makes me feel so good. You brighten my day. It's impossible for me to stay away. You're the girl who makes me feel so good.
It's the crowd favorite, DJ Unpredictable.
make me happy. This you can dance. You stood right beside me, yeah, and I won't forget. And I really love you. You should know. I'm gonna make sure I'm right, girl. Before I let go, we had a good time. That's not the same. We've heard each other. Girl, it's a shame. I won't be foolish, no. I wanna make sure I'm right, girl.
It's the crowd favorite, DJ Unpredictable.
You know I think the sun rises and shines on you. You know there's nothing I would not do. Oh no, before I let you go.
Pull up to Coachella, boost with the ghost feathers. I brought the squad with me, black on black bandanas. I do say it's champagne. I did the damn thing. Dirty Diana, singing and dancing all in the rain. Ooh, I just wanna have a good time. Turn around, kick inside. Sway out to the right now. Ooh, funny how drop. Cross your legs, turn around and shuffle to the left, let's glide now. Ooh, drop it down low, 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 low to the floor. Bring it up, tap and roll. Step on, step on, step on, step on them, kick on them, something you step. Swag the right, serve the left, work the middle till it hurt a little. Before I let go.
Bossy, bossy, Godfather, man a OG, man a half humble, man a bossy. Fling a rag a rhythm like it's all free. Bossy, house on the coast G. My money so long it doesn't know me. It's looking at my kids like I'm bossy.
Yo, Idris, tell them what they're gonna take. When you step out to that kind of energy. Body comfortable, I'm physically fit. I'm brown and sweet, just like the chocolate. Yo, them want someone like me. They're not pretty with the upper body. Shut down in the city with me bad girl pussy. Every man want a piece of me. The back of them up, them a bun weed. Man want wine behind me, me have to move fine rusty. I'm looking for a brother who's got hella pound. 079, baby, I'm a did it shop.
Bossy, bossy, Godfather, man a OG, man a half humble, man a bossy. Fling a rag a rhythm like it's all free. Bossy, house on the coast G. My money so long it doesn't know me. It's looking at my kids like I'm bossy.
Ayo, Sean, ayo, Sean, ayo, Sean, ayo, Sean.
Hey, everybody jump, 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 jump. Everybody jump, 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 jump. Now listen, some of y'all know how to do this. Some of y'all don't. Some of y'all make the witness. Some of y'all won't believe it. Let me clear my throat. Let's go now. Oh, say what? I hope you don't mind. Let me clear my throat. Some dedication going out to everybody across the nation. Hallelujah, something like this. So,
It's crowd favorite, DJ Unpredictable.
Uncle Ricky, would you read us a bedtime story, please, huh? Please.
You kids get to bed, I get the storybook. Y'all tucked in? Here we go. Once upon a time, not long ago, when people wore pajamas and lived life slouched, where laws were stern and justice stood, and people were behaving like they ought to good, there lived a little boy who was misled by another little boy, and this is what he said. Me and you tonight, we're gonna make some cash, robbing old folks and making the dash. They did the job, money came with ease, but one couldn't stop. It's like he had a disease. He robbed another and another, and a sister and a brother. Tried to rob a man who was a DT undercover. The cop grabbed his arm, started acting erratic. He said, "Keep still, boy, no need for static." Punched him in his belly and he gave him a slap. But little did he know the little boy was strapped. The kid pulled out a gun, he said, "Why'd you hit me?" The barrel set straight for the cop's kidney. The cop got scared, the kid he starts to figure, I'll do years if I pull this trigger. So he cold dashed and ran around the block. Cop radios into another lady cop. He ran by a tree, there he saw the sister. Shot for the head, he shot back, but he missed her. Looked around, and from expectations, he decided he'd hit for the subway stations. But she was coming and he made a left. He was running top speed till he was out of breath. Knocked an old man down and swore he killed him. Then he made his move to an abandoned building. Ran up the stairs up to the top floor. Opened up a door there, who he saw? Hey, the dope. Who don't know the meaning of water nor soap? He said, "I need bullets, hurry up, run." The dope fiend brought back a spanking shotgun. He went outside, but there was cops all over. Then he dipped into a car, a stolen Nova. Raced up the block doing 83. Crashed into a tree near University. Escaped alive, though the car was battered. Rat-a-tat-tatted and all the cops scattered. Ran out of bullets and he still had static. Grabbed the pregnant lady and pulled out the automatic. Pointed at her head, he said the gun was full of lead. He told the cop, "Back off, for 100 years dead." Deep in his heart, he knew he was wrong, so he let the lady go and he starts to run on. Sirens sounded, he seemed astounded, and before long the little boy got surrounded. He dropped his gun, so went the glory, and this is the way I have to end this story. He was only 17 in a madman's dream. The cop shot the kid, I still hear him scream. This ain't funny, so don't you dare laugh. Just another case about the wrong path. Straight and narrow or your soul gets cast. Good night, good night, good night, good night, good night, good night.
It's the crowd favorite, DJ Unpredictable.
Pull up in my hood, best dress. Next thing upgrade, who's next? Rich boy, got him on deck. Good boy, tight, fresh eye. Put my new man on a leash. Traded him out, he was just a lease. Right around town till I leave. I gave that boy rounds, but I'm back to the streets. Da-da-dee-da-dee-da, yeah. I spent him back to the streets like da-dee-da-dee-da. Back to the streets, so clean when I pull up to the scene. Big goals and I put that on me. What you thinking? What's good? How you feeling? I wish you would. Had to hit the hospital on your own. Stepping in your bad lonely. My ex used to act like he owned me. Ain't enough just to treat me like a trophy. I had that, past that, knew I had to trash that. Bounce on his not going to a flashback. I'm a 5-star with a price tag. Gotta find me somebody that can match that. That's when I got on my last nerve. Made me go change my passwords. I hit the curve with password. You know I get the last word. Pull up in my hood, best dress. Next thing upgrade. Rich boy, got him on that.
You stay out of the crowd, baby, it's a no-brainer. It ain't that hard to choose.
It's the crowd favorite, DJ Unpredictable.
You got your mind on loose. Go hard and watch the sunrise. One night it changed your whole life. Top, it's no brainer. Put 'em up if you want, yeah. Love it all. Put 'em high. Put 'em high, yeah. Put 'em high. Mama told you to talk to strangers, but when you find it, you can explain it. What you been waiting on this whole time? I blow the brains out of your mind, and I ain't talking about physically, I'm talking about mentally. She look like she nasty. She look like she classy. She look at her dancing. I took her to the mansion. You stay out the crowd, baby, it's a no-brainer. It ain't that hard to choose. Him or me, be for real, baby, it's a no-brainer. You got your mind on loose. Go hard and watch sunrise. One night it changed your whole life. Pop top, drop top, baby, it's a no-brainer.
favorite, DJ Unpredictable.
Girl, the only thing that matters in my life is that I'm down for you and treat you right. You got no cause to treat me cold as ice. Oh, girl, as long as I've been giving my love to you, you should be giving me your love too. You just keep on it just like a fool. You know what it do? I don't be cruel, 'cause I would never be that cruel to you. I know, I don't be cruel. Girl, you need to change your attitude. I know.
It's the crowd favorite, DJ Unpredictable.
Behind a blind of plastic planks, finds a lady with a fat diamond ring. Then you know I can't remember a damn thing. I think it's one of those deja vu things. Our dream is trying to tell me something, but will I ever stop thinking about it? I don't know. I doubt it. Subterranean by design. I wonder what I would find if I met you. Let my eyes caress you until I meet the thought of Mrs. Princess, who often wonder what makes her work. I guess I'll leave that question to the experts, assuming that there are some out there, but probably alone, solitaire. I can remember when I put up with a pastime intimate friend. She said, but you're probably gonna say I look lovely, but you probably don't think nothing of me. She was right though, I can't lie. She's just one of those corners of my mind, and I'll just put her right back with the rest. That's the way it goes, I guess. Set adrift on memories of you.
No masterpiece. Hey. 10 bad then they after me. One bad look like a masterpiece. Looking for a dunk like an athlete. Big drip, what you call it? Big drip. Ice chain, pure water. Ice. You got the cab, but can't afford them. Cash. You got the bad, but can't afford them. Give me the beat, I ride it like a jet ski. Hey. Some of the bad, they harassing me. They like me cause I rap and be with the athletes. Stop asking me, I know they mad at me. Hop in the coupe, then I slide like it's gasoline. West Coast 6, poach on like a trampoline. Take a brick out, put it on the triple beam. I'm not from Canada, but I see a lot of teams. Dismantle up, I know how to handle up. Cut the candle up, make you put a banner up. Toss a 50 up, make them tie the club up. Took your bitch out the game, I had to sub up. Oh, masterpiece. 10 bad, then they after me. One bad look like a masterpiece. Looking for a dunk like an athlete. Big trip, what you call it? I can't feel water. Got the cab, can't afford it. Got the bad, can't afford
it. Shout out to all my HBCU checking in right now. Shout out to the I Love Jack State University. You know what it is. Shout out to my swag family. Let's go. About to start the show shortly, y'all. Make sure y'all stick around. Join the conversation.
6 minutes.
The one and only Terrence J. Representing the nasty dogs of Omega Sci-Fi. Happy belated Founders Day, dog team. 7 Bros, Shane, what it do? I'm gonna let this breathe for a second. We're about to start the show shortly. Make sure y'all share the link. We want you to join the conversation. Shout out to the hosts. Let's get into it, y'all.
Yes!
Have you ever seen a show with fellas on the mic with 1 minute rhymes that don't come out right? They never write. That's not polite. Am I lying?
No, you're quite right.
Well, tonight, on the very mic, you're about to hear. We swear, the best star rappers of the year. So, cheerio, scream bravo.
Also, if you didn't know, this is called the show.
Hey, yo, Doug.
What?
Put your valleys on.
Yo, Rick, I was about to sweat. I need a shoe home.
Why?
You know the shoes always hit my thumb.
6 minutes, 6 minutes, 6 minutes to get fresh, you're on.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Come on.
Come on.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Come on.
Come on.
Yo, what's well in
Well,
back?
I don't know the length of the time. Oh, I forgot the date.
Man, you did it again. Oh, no. Here we go. Come on. Here we go. Come on.
Here we go.
No, we didn't.
What?
No, we didn't.
What?
No, we didn't.
Well, don't get us wrong. Excuse me, Daggy. Excuse me, Daggy. Excuse me, Daggy, fresh, you're on.
It's the crowd favorite, DJ Unpredictable. It's the crowd favorite, DJ Unpredictable.
When I think of you, baby, I want you here. I wanna put my arms around you. I tell you, dear, you have touched my heart. I call my baby on the phone. Got to get a message to let her know that if she ever feels alone, to follow my heart.
My mind was free. I'm glad you.
It's the crowd favorite, DJ Unpredictable.
To the love in the end, baby, you know. In a rush, we've been at it where the time goes. You wanna show me now, cause I done had one too many dreams. And I know that you feel me the way I am feeling you. And it's cool that you got a motive, and I think I like it. I know all your insecurities. I hope that you're open. My body gives notice that I want your energy. Girl, give me that. Girl, good love, no questions. Reach out, you touch me. I have it, don't touch me. Just don't waste my time. Love, no questions, baby. Reach out, you touch me. Bad habits, don't judge me. Just.
It's the crowd favorite, DJ Unpredictable.
superpowers. Rap 225,000 hours. Get a calculator, do the math. I made 1,000 songs that make you move your. In the last 300 months, I made 16
In
albums.
1967, Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated established the Delta Research and Educational Foundation as a public charity, supporting scholastic achievement, public service programs, and research initiatives focused upon African American women and their families. Today, DREF remains strong, vibrant, and poised to meet 21st century challenges with the same unwavering spirit and dedication the sorority originally envisioned. The charge to realize social and economic equality for future generations of African American women continues as the guiding principle. Since 2017, DREF has received funding from the National Institutes of Health to continue its role as a national community engagement partner to promote the All of Us research program through a community awareness campaign that informs African Americans and minorities about the importance of understanding and participating in biomedical research. One of our joint educational strategies is the HBCU All of Us RAP sessions. The acronym RAP, which stands for Research Accelerates Possibilities, is an interactive program that utilizes technology and hot topic discussions to educate and actively engage students of historically Black colleges and universities. Areas of focus will include historical transgressions, ethical and medical advances, and personal perspectives regarding African Americans, minorities, and research. The goal is to engage attendees in conversations about past, present, and future health-related experiences that have influenced, currently impact, and moving forward will accelerate research and improve health for traditionally underrepresented populations. Welcome to the All of Us HBCU Rap Sessions. Be prepared to join the conversation and work to improve your life as well as those of your family, friends, and future generations. And remember, research accelerates possibilities for all of us.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to our November rap session titled Tests, Trials, and Triumphs. I am Peyton Terrell, and I serve as the Special Projects Coordinator for the DREF Research Matters for All of Us initiative. On behalf of our team, I would like to thank you for tuning in today. We would also like to thank our partners for this event, the NPHC fraternities, and DJ Unpredictable. Stick around after the presentation because we will hear more from him. We look forward to an evening of fun, fellowship, giveaways, education, and engagement. Today, we will have a candid conversation about life and life lessons. But first, I would like to introduce you all to our program. The Delta Research and Educational Foundation, known as DREF, is a major nonprofit organization that was established by Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated in 1967. DREF was established to support charitable and educational programming beneficial to African American women and their families. Since 2017, DREF has been recognized as a National Community Engagement Partner and received funding from the National Institutes of Health All of Us Research Program. One of DREF Research Matters for All of Us signature educational programs is the Research Accelerates Possibilities, or RAP, sessions. We created this interactive program to host hot topic discussions to educate and actively engage minority students. So now moving on to engagement and collaborations. DREF's community engagement plan includes outreach at local, regional, and national programs and events, as well as written and electronic communications. Through partnerships, we expand our reach to promote the need for inclusive research to reduce health disparities affecting African Americans. So the photos you are viewing on your screen are actually from our previous collaborations. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the Research Matters operations team has quickly transitioned from face-to-face engagement to all virtual engagement. In addition to our collaborative partners, we have and continue to partner with the MPHC, medical facilities, colleges and universities, community leaders, influencers, national and local organizations, churches, community organizers, and nonprofits. Our goal is to involve our audience in conversations about past, present, and future health related experiences that will accelerate research and improve health for traditionally underrepresented populations. Moving on to precision medicine. So, we mentioned the All of Us research program, but let's talk about where it started. In 2015, President Barack Obama introduced the Precision Medicine Initiative with plans to improve health outcomes for minorities using personalized medicine. This initiative evolved into the National Institutes of Health All of Us research program. So I'm sure you're wondering, what is precision medicine? Precision medicine is personalized care for each individual that considers your genes, environment, lifestyle, or even where you live. Because current medication is a one-size-fits-all approach, precision medicine is taking an innovative approach to personalized healthcare by providing the right patient, the right dose of the right medication at the right time. Now that you know more about our program, please hover your camera over the QR code on the screen. This QR code will take you to our link tree. Once you get to the link tree, click on DREF Research Matters for All of Us initiative. It'll actually be the first thing that you see. If you don't have the ability to scan the QR code, you can go to joinallofus.org/DREF. So now that you are all on the website, I would like to introduce you to Nina Newman. Nina serves as the Collegiate Engagement Assistant for the DREF Research Matters for All of Us initiative.
Thank you, Peyton. Good evening, everyone. So for our interactive component, we'd like to introduce you to our Triple T test. For these questions, you'll have the opportunity to win prizes such as gift cards and exclusive All of Us giveaways. To play, please use your phones or open a separate browser window and visit the DREF All of Us website as Peyton just demonstrated. For an answer to be counted, it must be entered into the chat and it must answer the question completely. The first person to give a complete answer for each question will be acknowledged and receive a prize. For Triple T test number 1, what organizations are collaborative partners of the DREF Research Matters initiative? Okay, and we have a winner. The correct answer is Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated and the National Council of Negro Women. However, DREF Research Matters also partners with many other community organizations. Our winner for this round is Marva Marsalis. Someone will send you a private message on how to receive your prize. Remember, the answers to all of these questions can be found somewhere on the DREF All of Us website. You just have to look for them. For Triple T test number 2, fill in the blank. Research matters, creating possibilities to achieve blank and blank for all of us. Okay, the correct answer is health and wellness. And yes, that is the signature motto for the All of Us Research Program Initiative. The winner for this round is Ebony Shaw. Thank you to everyone for participating in our Triple T test. We'll be taking a break from our games as we transition into our main event and welcoming our special guest host and speaker. I will now turn it back over to our MC, Peyton Terrell.
All right. Thank you for those Triple T tests, Nina, and thank you, audience, for participating. Now, I would like to introduce you to our host for the evening. Kristen Wells Lewis is a two-time graduate of Prairie View A&M University. She received her bachelor's in chemistry with a biomedical concentration in August 2015, and she completed her master's in community development in December 2018. Both academically and professionally, Kristen serves in the areas of health, STEM, leadership, and civic engagement. In 2015, Kristen founded a nonprofit organization named Unapologetic Incorporated. In 2018, she launched Coco Wells, which aligned her passion for formulating wellness products with her purpose in building community as a cultivated space to empower women to address health disparities and more. Kristen currently works for Prairie View A&M University's Cooperative Extension Program, where she serves as the Dallas County Extension Agent. She is responsible for utilizing a research-based curriculum to develop outreach and education programs to youth across Dallas County with limited resources. As a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, Kristen has served on the National Social Action Commission, National Membership Services Committee, as well as serving as the regional representative of the Southwest region. Our other host is Xavier Holmes. He is a senior level architect and project manager and BIM CAD coordinator at Smith & Company Architects located in Houston, Texas. He is a 2015 graduate of Prairie View A&M University, and he holds a master's degree in architecture. While in school, Xavier earns the 2015 Graduate Student of the Year Award for his exemplary academic performance, research, and leadership skills. In his position at Smith & Company, he works heavily in commercial projects. Some of his most notable work is the 30,000-seat football complex at PVAMU, the historic Dunbar Theater, and the African American Library Museum at the Gregory School. Now, I'm going to turn it over to our host.
You're on mute, friend.
Hey, there we go. What's going on? What's going on?
TV in the building.
Hey, can we do it one time? Can we do it?
Let's do it.
Go ahead. You know. I think I heard it outside too. So we good. We in here.
I'm so excited to be able to do this with you all. Xavier and I are not only college friends from Prairie View, but we're also, this is my hometown friend as well. So we're both from Beaumont, Texas. So we're excited to be here with you guys tonight.
Absolutely. Good evening to everyone. We're so honored to be doing this event. We're so happy that you all have joined. We thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy evening to join. And we're looking forward to a good conversation with Mr. Terrence J. So let's get ready, man. Let's go.
Let's go. So we're going to start by introducing our guest for tonight. Terrence J. Jenkins is a well-established actor, host, producer, author, and philanthropist Widely recognized as one of Hollywood's most skilled multi-hyphenates. As one of the most recognizable faces in Hollywood, Terrence J's television resume is extensive.
The three-time Emmy nominee is no stranger to the hosting world after 7 years on BET's 106 in Park. I know you all watched it. If you were born in any decade, you can watch 106 in Park, man. That's the longest running music show in show history, music countdown show in history. He's currently the host of MTV's Are You the One, an unscripted dating series, and is hosted and executive produced Safe Word, which aired on MTV as well as VH1. He also hosted the 2018 VMAs pre-show. He has a recurring role on Fox's hit television series Star and was a part of VH1's Hit the Floor. Previously, he served as the host for E! Network, where he kept millions of viewers current on everything related to the entertainment industry. Terrence J also produced and hosted Fox's 2016 and 2017 Mrs. USA.
From hosting to acting in worldwide box office hit films, including Think Like a Man, Think Like a Man 2, and The Perfect Match, to penning his first literary work, The Wealth of My Mother's Wisdom. As Vice President of Crown Life Branding, Terrence J has played a crucial role in helping to promote numerous consumer brands, including Diego, Crown Royal Black Whiskey, Ciroc, Sean John, and Snapple.
Outside of his acting and hosting career, Terrence J is heavily invested in numerous philanthropic endeavors for topics covering the environment, health and wellness, child welfare, and higher education. During the Obama administration, he was a part of the My Brother's Keeper initiative, a strong advocate for historically black colleges and universities, also known as HBCUs. In 2015, Terrence J donated $100,000 to his alma mater, and in 2019, he became the national ambassador for the Thurgood Marshall College Fund.
Born in Queens, New York, Terrence spent his childhood years in Rocky Mount, North Carolina, and received a Bachelor's of Science in Broadcast Journalism from Thurgood Marshall College Foundation Member School, North Carolina A&T Aggie Pride. He is also a proud member of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. Let's welcome our guest for the evening, Mr. Terrence
J.
Hey, what's up, everybody? How you guys doing?
What's going on, man?
What's up, T?
What's up? How you doing?
We're doing awesome.
Doing well, man. Doing well. It's good to see you, man. How's everything holding up with you?
I'm great, healthy, working, focused. Just ready for this pandemic to be over so we can be back in person.
Sure, man. This has been just for sure, man. This has been a drag, man. We were all ready to get out of it, but let's try to stay healthy. Let's try to keep our mask on. Let's try to do what we got to do so we can get out of here, man. We ready to be back outside, as the kids are saying now.
For sure. Same here. Same here.
Yes. So we heard all of that amazing stuff about you. I know that as we were reading, even you were looking like, is that me? So aside from your bio, can you tell us who is Terrence J?
No, I'm just a very blue collar entertainer, blue collar businessman. I just work really hard. I went to an HBCU, like you said. I pledged Omega Psi Phi, and just everything that I've gotten, I've just had to fight for it and earn it. And I've been lucky and had some good breaks along the way. And yeah, man, just focused on the future. Just shot another movie. Really excited about it for next year. And just out here working hard.
That's dope.
Good, man. We love to hear it, man. Keep working, man. Keep working. That's all we can do. So, as you heard in our intros, man, we're both from Beaumont, Texas, which is a small city in Southeast Texas. Originally, I'm from a really small town called Newton, Texas, which is, man, it's like one stoplight type of deal, man. And then I see that you're saying that you're from Rocky Mount, North Carolina, which I be honest with you, I never heard of it. So can you tell me what it was like growing up in Rocky Mount?
Yeah, I was born in New York. I moved down to Rocky Mount when I was in like middle school, high school. And so, spending my formative years there, it was a blessing in disguise. Coming from a small town, as you guys know, it didn't feel like there were a lot of opportunities. Being where I wanted to be, which is here in LA, it felt so far and felt so distant. And so and I had no brothers and sisters. I kind of just, you know, grew up by myself. And so it all felt like very, very hard and very, very far. And when I say it's a blessing in disguise, I was able to work at a local radio station. And because it was a small radio station in a really small town, it gave me a ton of responsibilities. And I had the opportunity to just, you know, do a lot more than I might have if I was working, you know, in New York or in LA or somewhere like that. And so because I was able to get that experience, one thing led to the next. I went to college. I went to A&T, like you said, and going to a Black college was huge for me. I worked at the on-campus radio station and on-campus TV station when I was in college, and I met people there that just changed my life. So it was all of those things that, you know, a lot of them I hated at the time. A lot of them I felt like I was so far away from my dreams at the time. But, you know, I'm a firm believer that God has a plan for everybody, and it doesn't matter where you're from. It doesn't matter, you know, what circumstances you might have been born into. It's taking whatever life gives you and making the best out of it. You know, the same opportunity can be in a small market that can change your life. So you just got to be willing to look after it and find it for yourself.
Absolutely. That was awesome, Terrence. And I'm glad that you segued into the piece of, because you were working or got an opportunity in a smaller town, it gave you more responsibility. And that's something that we want to encourage young people to see that side of it as well. It may be a small town, but there are opportunities, and having those opportunities may give you a chance to be more into it, you know, more than if you were having to share that experience with people in a larger city. So we know you went to A&T, but what exactly influenced your decision to choose the HBCU? Did you know you were choosing the HBCU, or did you have other options, or what made you choose to attend the HBCU, and how did that influence your success?
Oh, absolutely. You know, I'm a first generation college student, like a lot of us. You know, we most of us are first, maybe second generation of college students. A lot of times we don't have a ton of family that, you know, is alumni at universities and have that type of endowment and have that, you know, type of legacy. And I didn't have any of that. I didn't have anybody in my family that went to college. I didn't know anything about schools. And so coming out of high school, my grades weren't the best. I applied for a ton of different, you know, colleges and universities in North Carolina. From NC State to Chapel Hill to Duke, Wake Forest. I applied for every school I could get my hands on the application for, and I got declined at almost all of them. And HBCU took a chance on me. A&T took a chance on me, and they accepted me even though my grades were low. And in the beginning, I was on academic probation, and, you know, I didn't know what I wanted to do with myself. And it was really the fact that they gave me that chance and that opportunity that changed my life, you know, because I was able to meet incredible professors, and, you know, I met people that are still on my team today that changed my life and inspired me and had my back and supported me. So for me, going to an HBCU meant everything. You know, it's still really near and dear to my heart. And I always just support the HBCU system and tell everybody how incredible HBCUs are, because they give opportunities to so many of us out there.
Nice.
Absolutely. That you were preaching.
For sure. I know myself personally, HBCU was kind of in my genetics, in my DNA, man. I have a lot of family members that went to HBCUs, various HBCUs. My mom is the one who shot the application to Prairie View for me. And I was like, at the time in high school, I didn't even know what a HBCU was, but she shot the application and it came back to my house. And I was like, what is this? And she was like, yeah, you're going here. And all your uncles went here and all your cousins went here. And then when I got there, man, it was like, wow, this is the best decision I could have made. So I definitely feel and understand your love for it, because it definitely was the same for me.
Beautiful, man. Beautiful. Yeah, there's nothing like HBCU pride. And, you know, even though we might be competitive when we're in school and we go to our homecomings, and we big up our school, and we have our own school pride. For me, the moment you graduate, it's just like big. It's all about unity. It's all about supporting other HBCUs, supporting ourselves. I spent a lot of time at Prairie View. I've been down there a ton. So I got a lot of love for you guys and your experience. And yeah, I think right now, especially the whole world is looking at HBCUs with Kamala Harris in that elected position. People now, little girls everywhere, little boys everywhere. There's just so many examples of what can come out of the HBCU system. And so it's a beautiful thing to see that the world is finally catching up.
I wholeheartedly agree with that part too. And I just want to chime in on the Kamala piece because before the narrative was, oh, I don't want to go to an HBCU because I won't have as much opportunity after I graduate. But now you can say you can be the president, you can be the vice president, you can be the president from an HBCU. You can be a potential governor. You can be the mayor of Atlanta. You can be all of those things from an HBCU. And so I'm glad that the world is finally able to see a part of the experience that we all got a chance to get from HBCU.
100%.
Absolutely. So, Terrence, we know that you wrote a book that was entitled The Wealth of My Mother's Wisdom, the Lessons That Made My Life Rich. Can you kind of tell us what inspired you to want to share that personal family conversations and that information and those stories with the world?
Yeah, my mom was a huge inspiration on my life. And a lot of the lessons that I learned from her, I learned, when I'd already left home. I left home pretty early. And so when I looked back and got to know her as a person, and really, really understand from her perspective some of the things that she went through, I just felt like she had a wealth of knowledge, and I wanted to put it into a book format so that people, especially young people and any single moms out there can be inspired by it. My mom had me when she was 17 years old. Never met my dad to this day. And a lot of people use things as excuses to not go after their dreams or to not, chase after their goals. And my mom, even though she had me young, still went after her goals. Even though I grew up, I grew up on welfare. I grew up, in the worst times in New York City. I bounced around to really small towns after that. I never used any of it as an excuse. And so for me, I wanted to do a book to just really highlight that and motivate people and just, let people know whatever your dreams is, you can do it.
All right, that's awesome. So as we talk about chasing dreams, we know that a lot of us met Terrence J through 106 in Park. So what made you audition for 106 in Park?
It was a friend of mine that actually told me about it. I was working at a job at the time. I had graduated from college and was working in a marketing department, and I didn't love it, and I felt unfulfilled. And I had a friend that told me that they were having auditions, and I just went after it. And the first time I tried to do the audition, I didn't get it. I had to drive down from New York to Atlanta to audition again for the same thing. And I think that's what life is, man. A lot of times people will tell you the word no, and it's a reflection about how they feel about themselves, how they feel about things that they couldn't accomplish. And it's up to you to keep on going after your dreams. Don't let anybody tell you no. And so the only reason why I got it is because I went after it twice. And I think a lot of times, things aren't as hard as we make them out to be. A lot of times we put our own barriers in place. And, if a person tells you no, so many of us are willing to just take that and accept it. And the key ingredient for successful people is to just, be diligent and dogmatic in your approach. And if one person tells you no, that's cool. You keep on going after that. You can keep on going after other people. You can keep on chasing after your dreams. And there's just so many ways to get to it. I always use the example of, not all of us are blessed genetically enough to play in the NBA, right? I'm 5'11". I'll never be 6'6". There's nothing I can do about that, right? But if I loved basketball enough, that doesn't mean I can't win a championship ring, right? There's so many people that you could be a coach, you could be in the head office, you could be a business person. They give the championship ring, they've given it to janitors that work at the arena, right? So from the bottom to the top, there's so many different ways to win a championship ring. If your love and your passion and your desire is basketball, even if you're not genetically blessed enough to play. And so I just always tell people, like, whatever your goal is, even if the circumstances in your life don't put you directly in a position to do what that could be, you don't have to be able to rap to win a Grammy, right? There's just so many different ways around things where you can follow your passion and follow what you love. Jay-Z always says every single one of us has genius in us. We're all born with genius level ability, and I really believe that. And I believe that it's just up to us to hone in and focus in on what the genius could be. And so that's what I always tell people, is just to go after whatever your level of genius is.
Gotcha. Nice. I totally agree with that. It's different ways, like you said, to win a championship, man. Is never have tunnel vision on just being one way or one career. Try to find 10 different ways to be that person, that lady, or that woman, or that man. So in 2018, Forbes referred to you as one of the most respected on-air personalities in pop culture. And just kind of backpacking off of the different ways to become a champion, could you let us know, if you were not a producer, actor, host, et cetera, what other career path would you have chosen?
I probably would have been a businessman. I think the core of all I do is business. I'd like to think I'm a pretty skilled negotiator, and I think the same qualities that I use to talk in front of audiences or talking in front of delivering messages, I would deliver that in business. So yeah, I think I would be, some sort of entrepreneur, some sort of businessman if I wasn't, in the entertainment field.
Nice.
And I think I use most of what I do in entertainment, for business. Like I think, the core of my income still to this day is entrepreneurship and being a businessman.
That's really good. So you talked a lot about we shared a lot about all of your endeavors. So we know that you are a man of many talents, but understanding that you have an extremely busy schedule, how are you maintaining your physical and mental health and making it a priority in everything that you're doing?
It's tough, man, especially during the pandemic. This has been a tough year for everybody. I always try to be as transparent as possible to let people know, like, it doesn't matter, where you are in life, how successful you are, how rich you are. This year will take a toll on all of us. I'm a very, very social person. I do this time last year, I would be there in person. I'd be on the road. I'd be on the stage. I'd be, doing a show with a live audience. I would be in a business meeting somewhere. And so when all of that's taken away from everybody, it's been a tough transition. And so anybody that's watching, if you've gone through depression, if you've gone through days where you're just sluggish and you can't move around, if you've gone through mornings where you wake up and you're trying to figure out, what am I going to do with my life now? Where do we go from here? Just know that you're not alone. All of us have gone through that. For me now, I'm blessed. I have a gym at the house, so I'm able to work out every morning, and I think that sets the tone for my day. But if you don't have a gym at the crib, just try to do something to move your body, run. If you're in a town where you can work out, try to work out. I think physical exercise is huge to get the day started. I try to wake up early. Waking up early for me is essential. And now waking up early is like 7 o'clock since the pandemic, like 6:37. Before then, I used to try to be up at like 4:30. So waking up early is really important to me. And then just continue to read and do research. I'm always, today I was watching a masterclass with Natalie Portman about acting, and I just, I downloaded the masterclass app, and even though I've been in a ton of movies and a ton of things, I'm a fan of Natalie Portman and wanted to see what she had to say. And I watched Samuel L. Jackson's masterclass on acting and filmmaking last week. And so now you can just open up your phone at any moment, and whatever you're passionate about, you can go on YouTube, or you can go to any of the Instagram, Facebook, anywhere, and you can get tools, some success from whatever it is you want to do. Whether you want to be the biggest, architect in the world, the best dentist, whatever. There's people online that are masters at that craft that talk about it. And I would use this time, especially now while the world is kind of in a limbo, to research and learn and read and study and build your plan out and focus your plan as much as possible on what you want to do with your future. And so, yeah, I think that's where I'm spending most of my time now. Is I just shot a movie, but most of the films that I was going to be doing this year, I couldn't film them. So I had to take this time, but I've been so creative and been able to write more stuff. But just know that whatever you're going through emotionally, you're not alone, and we're all in this together. And 2020 will 100% be a better year.
Absolutely.
So we talked a lot about tests and trials.
I think you're on mute right now.
Me? On mute? Can you hear me?
I'm sorry. I can't hear you.
Can y'all hear us?
Can you hear me, Terrence?
I think it's Terrence's phone.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Okay, they're saying we're good, so Terrence probably can't hear us. Terrence may be having connection issues.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, I cannot hear you guys anymore.
Oh no. I don't know what he pressed when somebody called him. I think it messed up his audio.
Okay, I see the chat. If you want to ask the last question in the chat, because I'm so sorry, but I can't hear you guys anymore.
Let's do that.
So I've never used whatever program we're on, so I have no idea.
It's okay. Xavier, if you can close out
they're asking me to disconnect
in the chat, that would be perfect. There we go. So we're asking Terrence our closing question in the chat. Xavier, you want to share what the question is that you're asking?
That question is, we're looking to ask Terrence, what does he consider as his crown achievement in his life and his career in this journey? So there he is. Terrence, can you hear us?
Yeah. You guys got to use Zoom, man. What are we on, man? I don't even know what this is.
This is a fancy platform. We're trying to
This is above.
Listen. I do a lot of these. I don't even know what I'm on, man.
Yeah. Okay. But you can hear us. You can hear us again, right?
Yeah, I can hear you back now.
Okay, good. So the question was, what do you consider your crowning career achievement, whether in life, in your career, where you want it?
I'll save that for when I die one day. Knock on wood. Hopefully it's not soon. Y'all can talk about that when I'm gone. But I mean, James Baldwin once said that an artist should never be satisfied. An artist never, should feel like they're accomplished. Because the moment an artist feels like they're accomplished, that's when their artistry goes down. The moment you feel like, oh, I've made it, I've done it, you'll either be trying to recreate whatever people said you did right. And I just, I wake up every day and just do whatever I feel like challenges me. And I try to do things that I feel like people will like. And anytime I turn on the TV and see an old film and somebody watches it for the first time, they're like, oh, that's, I didn't even know you did that. That always feels good. But I'm just happy to still be working and just happy to, be on the phone with you guys and, just try to inspire people to do, follow their dreams like I was able to follow mine.
That's awesome. You share a lot of great information. We're actually going to transition into some of the members of the National Panhellenic Council who have some more questions for you. So we're going to bring them in, starting with AJ Rucker, who is the National Board Member and Midwestern Regional Assistant Vice President of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity, Incorporated.
Next, we're going to bring in Evan Jackson, Junior Grand Vice Pole March for Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity, Incorporated.
And next, Caleb G. Love, the Second Vice President of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity, Incorporated.
Next, we have Dane D. Norville, or Norvell. Apologize if I get that wrong. The second, he's the International Second Vice President of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity, Incorporated.
And last but certainly not least, Kendall Brooks, the Second Grand Vice President of Iota Phi Theta Fraternity. Welcome, guys.
What's going on, fellas?
What's up, everybody?
How you guys doing today?
Great.
So we want to start. We can start with Caleb.
Okay. So I have a question for you, Terrence, and this is from brother to brother. With you being such a young, talented Black actor and entrepreneur, how did you go upon balancing your talents and your dedication to your craft and the amount of time that you spent with your family and your loved ones?
I didn't balance very well. I spent most of my time on work and my craft. I'm able to spend more time with my family now, and I wish I would have spent more time with them. But I've kind of sacrificed relationships and family, and I wish I had kids. I don't, but for me, my first love and my passion was just doing what I'm doing, and I've kind of just put everything into that, and I haven't really had a good balance. So my goal moving forward is to do a better job of balancing, family life and all of that.
And also, I don't want to intrude, but if you had any advice for someone that was in your position, what advice would you give them geared towards that question?
You got to do what you got to do what you feel. I think all of us live different paths, and for me, I just grew up so poor, and I wanted things so bad that work was really all I cared about. And so, I think it just depends on every person. The balance of work, life, family, relationship, all that, it just really depends on you.
Hey, so Terrence, if I could ask, as someone who is now like a celebrity and is constantly in the public eye, have you found it difficult to stay humble? And are there folks within your circles now who keep you grounded and hold you accountable?
Yeah, definitely keep people around me and that hold me accountable and keep me humble. And I think this industry will humble you one way or another. I think for everything that I've wanted to accomplish, there's been a ton of no's and adversities to go to the next step, and so that always keeps you humble. I could have the #1 show in the world, but the moment I want to do something in the acting space, I got to audition just like everybody else. I've had the #1 movie in the world, and the moment I want to accomplish something in business, I gotta still grind and hustle and work hard in order to sell the product, right? So it's just a constant ebb and flow of humility and working hard and never getting too big, because there's always somebody young and hungry that's coming after your position. So you just gotta always keep on working hard.
Hey, Terrence, I also have a question. So we know a lot of people have high expectations but low patience, right? So as a Black man, and especially as a Black man in 2020, can you describe just how important patience has been for you in your journey to success? And then I guess you can tell us also how critical it's been for you to execute a plan to actually meet your expectations.
Yeah, I think patience is so obviously a virtue. Nothing happens quickly. I say it takes 10 years to become an overnight success. And by the time people are looking at your success, they'll never look at the hard work and the dedication that it took to get there. You know, you don't look and just see somebody on top. It takes, you know, years and years of honing in on your craft, whatever that may be, in order to get to the top. And anybody that gets to the top quick, they're not able to keep it and sustain it unless they put in the work and the hours that it takes to get there. So, you know, just whatever it is that you're focused on, whatever it is that your goal is, just keep on working at it every single day. There's a book called The Outliers that talks about 10,000 hours in order to become a master, and that's like 10 years. So it's just, you know, focusing on your craft, waking up and doing what you love and doing what you're passionate about.
Man, Terrence, first of all, thank you so much for joining us today. I think, you know, from me and everyone, your story is incredibly inspiring, and especially kind of your advice about not letting anyone tell you no and going after things more than once, especially as a young man, and things that you're passionate about. That will stick with me forever. So I really appreciate that, man. So for me personally, I'm a young Black business owner of a healthcare technology startup with some venture capital investment that seeks to improve outcomes for minorities, health outcomes for minorities, which I'd even love to potentially speak with you about. But my big question to you regarding investment is, how have you made your money make more money for you?
Oh, I just think it's investing and being a smart investor in what works for you. You know, the house that I'm in right now has gone up over 1.5 million in value since I bought it in 2015, right? So when I invest in real estate, I'm always looking at where the best market is, where, you know, for my investment properties, where I can have the best renters. And so it's always, you know, land is always a good one. And then as far as other investments in tech companies, investments in projects that I feel passionate about, is always keeping yourself around smart people. I like to align myself with people I feel are smarter than myself, and people that I feel like are creative and talented. I just invested in a film with an amazing director, me and T.I., Joseph Shakur from Power. We just shot it. And so when I invest in myself, you know. So we shot a film for $1 million. I probably put 500 in it. And, you know, we've already gotten offers for 10 million blind, right? So, you know, for me, I like to put my money into things and bet on myself and like to invest in things. And I like to enjoy my investments. So whenever I buy an investment property, I like to do it in a place where I want to have a property, or I want to have a vacation home. But I think everybody can be an investor in their own way. I just think that it's important for us to invest in ourselves, and it's important for us to invest in our community. As Black men, you know, we got to invest in us. And that's one of the big lessons, and one big thing I always talk about is just we got to invest in us and support us and support our businesses, support our brands, and just, you know, continue to support us.
Appreciate that.
First, I would like to thank you for, spending your time today to speak to us and give us some knowledge and give us a little bit of game. And also thank you to everyone who set this up today. This is a very useful, and I love attending events like this. I love, getting together with a lot of educated Black men, and such as all of us here. Recently, I just got my first job, so it's a lot of things that have been kind of on my mind. And, for me, thank you. I'll be moving to DC, so I'm hopefully one day be a big politician one day. But one of the things that I wanted to say is, as we all know, when some Black men gain success, fame, or money, they sometimes lose sight of themselves and what initially pushed them towards their journey. As a successful Black man in the professional world, how can you avoid the many temptations that come with success?
I think, listen, if you're a hero long enough, you're gonna become a villain, right? Like they say about Batman. And look, if you're in this industry long enough, you might succumb to some of it. I can't say that. I've been doing this for 20 years now, right? Made plenty of mistakes, done plenty of things that I shouldn't have done. I just think for me, the key to overcoming any of that adversity and to remain solid is to just, be a good person. Know that anybody that you see on your way up, you will see on your way down. Treat people with respect. Treat people with love. And if you operate from a place of love and humility, then any of those obstacles, you'll be able to survive it, and you'll be able to grow into it. And the Jay-Z that was 26 years old rapping on Reasonable Doubt is a much different Jay-Z now at 50 years old, right? And so it takes you time to mature. It takes you time to grow. I think that it's important for us to be patient with ourselves, and important to us to not just throw us away. We have such a cancel culture now, and as you go through your career as a politician, this will be your first job of many, and don't be so hard on yourself, man. You're gonna do great things, and you'll also make mistakes, and just don't let the mistakes stop you from going after doing great things. And I think as long as you do that, you'll always be able to get back on the horse, no matter what trials and tribulations come your way.
Thank you so much.
Thank you all very much. Thank you, guys.
Great answers. I mean, great questions, guys. Great answers too, Terrence. We appreciate you for that, man. For real. Y'all young brothers, man, y'all keep striving, keep being excellent role models at your universities, in your communities, to young kids. Keep pushing the envelope, man. Keep doing what y'all are doing. We're extremely proud of you all. And, we'll be looking forward to seeing y'all faces again, for real, man. So blessings to all of y'all.
And I enjoy those sentiments. Great job, gentlemen. Terrence, before we let you go this evening, are there any final words that you would like to share with our viewers?
No, I appreciate you very much. Thank you guys so much for having me. Again, thank you for your time, and I hope that I can inspire somebody out there to go after their dreams.
Terrence, I won't lie to you. Terrence, I won't lie to you, man. As an architect, trust me, I've been taking notes of the crib, man. I'm trying to, I'm getting better and better. Like you said, 10,000 hours, man, 10 years to become a master. So
I look forward to buying one of your houses one day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me design something for you.
Houses one day. That was awesome. Thank you so much, Terrence. You did a great job. You shared some great information, some great insight, and I'm sure that everybody is able to value and see you from a different perspective, not just the host perspective, but really being able to see the insight of Terrence J. So thank you so much.
All right, thank you guys so much for having me. I appreciate you guys. Much love.
Absolutely. Have a good night, man. Yep. All right, man. How was that?
Hey, that was awesome.
That was awesome, man. Those young brothers had great questions, and Terrence provided so much good feedback, man. I definitely took notes, mental notes. So everybody that's out watching, everybody that's listening, make sure that y'all take heed to some of the things that he was saying, man. We got a lot of words of wisdom, so we appreciate that. Like I said, we just want to give thanks to everybody that watched. Thanks to the production team. Thanks to everybody that's in the background that you guys can't see. It's a big team. We appreciate everybody joining on. But before we wrap this thing up, we are going to toss it back to Peyton Terrell for some more.
I think something is happening with Peyton's audio.
Maybe they didn't want us to leave yet. We can give y'all some more time.
I think they're trying to bring her in. There she is. Well, while we're waiting on Peyton, let's let Xavier share what was your favorite moment that Terrence shared with us tonight.
I like the response he had to the kid that was asking about how long that it takes to become a master in your field, and the whole 10,000 hours. And that is true. Being an architect, this thing takes practice. It takes an everyday constant grind, constant learning, constant dedication to the practice, to the field, researching, looking at buildings, driving by. I've been doing this for 6 years now, and I still feel like I'm fresh out of college because experience in my field outweighs the education. So like you said, putting the work in, putting the time in, becoming a master at what we do and what I do is definitely something that when he said it kind of clicked with me like, wow, that really is true. You really have to put in your 10,000 hours to become a master at this. And hopefully with time, that's where I can eventually become. So
Awesome. That was
what
great.
about you?
So I think for me, I have two. The first one about the small town opportunity really stuck with me, just because it is so easy to feel like that you're missing out on so much of the world just because you're from a small town, and not being able to take advantage of what you have, access to. Because I would like to think that being from a small town is what really catapulted me at Prairie View. Like, I wanted to mimic my life and my experiences from my small town and share them, with people that I went to Prairie View with. So like in Beaumont, student leadership is a big deal, football is a big deal, all of those experiences that kind of make up the HBCU experience. And some people, they didn't have that. So that was like, okay, that's my buy-in to the culture. So I really want people to hear that piece. What can I get from where I am now? The place that I am planted in right now. What am I supposed to learn from here? Because everything happens for a reason. All of us can't be from big cities, and there's so much that comes from being from where you are and the uniqueness of being from where you are. I love being from Beaumont.
Absolutely. I love it. We love it. And we have Nina back. Hey,
Hey.
Nina, how's it going? Did you enjoy everything?
Yes, I found it incredibly insightful. Thank you again so much. You two were incredible and great energy. Great back and forth with Terrence J. Such insightful comments from our brother Greeks as well. So I am going to come back in with another triple T test while we wait for Peyton to get situated. With these virtual events, we have all of these technical difficulties, but it's okay. We take it in stride. So for triple T test number 3, what are the 3 ways a person can join the All of Us research program? All right, and the correct answer is you can sign up online via the All of Us website, join by phone call, or you can register in person. The All of Us program offers a variety of means to create convenience for all participants. And the winner for this round is Gloria Cooper Blue. For our final round, triple T test number 4, how many common questions are found in the All of Us FAQ library? Okay, and the correct answer is there are over 60 questions in our FAQ library. These questions provide information about confidentiality, participant eligibility, research samples, and more. And the winner for this round is Gigi from Durham, North Carolina. So thank you so much to everyone for participating in our triple T test, and congratulations to all of our winners. We hope you found these questions insightful, and we hope you continue to explore the All of Us website. All right, and back to our MC, Peyton Terrell.
Thanks so much, guys. Sorry for all of that. Before we proceed with, dismissing you all, we want to thank everybody who helped us out. So thank you, Mr. Terrence J, for those inspiring words. Thank you to the collegiate executive leadership of the NPHC fraternities. We commend you for the work that you do on your individual campuses as well as in your communities. DREF Research Matters looks forward to working with you in the future. And last but certainly not least, we would like to thank our hosts for the evening, Kristen Wells-Lewis and Xavier Holmes. This evening's rap session would not have been a success without your participation. We have another very special announcement. On Monday, November 23rd at 7:30 p.m., DREF Research Matters will join the Black Greek Letter Consortium, Cobb Institute, and family members of Henrietta Lacks to commemorate a century since Henrietta Lacks' immortal life began. You are invited to be a part of this historic event as we honor Gila 100. This event will be streamed live on the National Panhellenic Council headquarters platform. This has been a truly amazing event. We enjoyed fellowshipping with all of you. We hope something that you heard will inspire you to be more proactive about your health and encourage others to do the same. On your screen, you can see all of our social media. We invite you to view, like, and share our social media pages. And now it's time to party. DJ Unpredictable, it's back on you.
She wanna woo, she wanna with the woo. 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 I told her, Shawty wanna put me inside of the cool. I can take you out everywhere, a jet fare. Versace hotel with Versace roll. Like you let down your hair with no clothes. I say to myself, cause I never like these. If she only like the guap red like these. Why would I waste my time on a shorty that don't got me on the front of a mind? Especially when you get designed and the one it done. And the Billy came with the wings like a number 9. Yeah, come through, just us two. I like it cause you cut how I'm cut too. Come through, just us two. I like it cause you cut how I'm cut too. Hey, she wanna with the woo. She wanna with the woo. She wanna with the woo.
Low waist, fat, baby, tap in. Tap in. Diamonds dancing on your neck, better tap in. Tap in. Getting money, get rich, baby, tap in. Tap in. And my big icy gang, better tap in. Tap in. Fresh on glitter, waist on thinner. I'ma show you how to bag it. 8-figure, face on zaddy, pockets on jigger. You better get the card and make it swipe like Tinder. Private villa in the fire shit villa. When he popped me, I get sicker. Or killer, I don't need fillers. Never been a lame, so the real chicks feel it. Zaddy on the FaceTime, you can never take mine. End up on a dateline, Rich with no day job, get your wild. Always on the court side, Billionaire boys wanna be out. Shot from the West Coast, they wanna go down south. All these lame little rappers tryna fuck clout. I won't let him hit, but he can put it in his mouth. Low face, baby, tap in.
That y'all having fun in it. You want it back with the next 5 years. Get the dance on, oh yeah. You know let me in. Back in the check. Master P. Oh, okay. This what we crazy. And do the beat down low. And do the beat down low. Baby, come on, we go wobble with it. Baby, come on, we go hustle with it. Do the beat down low. I get with it. Put your hands in the air, don't stop with it. Stop with it. Baby, come on, we go wobble with it. Baby, come on, we go hustle with it. Do the beat down low. I get with it. Put your hands in the air, don't stop with it. Call me the ghetto bitch.
still got the keys to the city. Hit the club for the girls looking pretty. Big butts with them little bitty waists. Ghetto fab look like a waitress. Red bone name was Sonya. Roxanne Monique put it on ya. It ain't no limit to the change I got. You see the Bentley on the 20s in the parking lot. Hit a D&3. That's all I need. Back it up, don't stop. Hit the low, make it drop.
It's the crowd favorite, DJ Unpredictable.
I don't mean to sound rude, maybe it hurts him, but I want an independent woman if she working with something. I want a slim fine woman with some twerk with her. She ain't got a lot, but I can work with her. Want a big fine woman with some pop with her. She ain't got a lot, but get it pop with her. Now I came here to get it bucked, represent, but limit you ain't really got the company for her. In the door, you know what's up, we the sound with universal, and we got the club. Put your head between your legs, and tip the toe, bounce your booty up and down. Ooh, girl, there you go, want to fall. A model, if you an independent woman, maybe I'm a holler. You got your health gigs nice with the clothes tight. You wanna shake it like a dog and do it all night, not cool. No position, get it right, put your hands in the air. Want to make it this fight on top of top. You know what I'm about? I wanna see you turn around and stick your booty out. Your booty out.
It's the crowd favorite, DJ Unpredictable.
They call me Big L.A. Big Silly, Big Money, Big Play. When I find it, Mark, can you hear me? I be slicing with these bars so you feel me. Let me whip it up for cuz in the back. Let me whip it, get the buzz in your hat. I'ma tell you how to cause an attack. Timberland ladies love on the track. Look, the ice pops your vein. You get up to ride on the train. When I whip it right, call my name. Go crazy in the mall with James. Dumb cat, not ill like me. Bring the women in the chill for free. Let me tell you, girl, don't try me. Better have my deacons, baby. Everybody get our heads swung. 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 Baby, up in the club, we be posting the back. We be in the club, girls always come to the back. Everybody get our heads swung. Everybody get our heads swung. Everybody get our heads swung. Turn it down for what? 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 Turn it down for what?
It's the crowd favorite, DJ Unpredictable.
From the depths of the sea, back to the block, Snoop Doggy Dogg, Pokey is the doc. Went solo on that ass, but it's still the same. Long Beach is the spot where I serve my cane. Follow me, but you bet not slip, cause 9 trips ain't the years there for me to quiz out my career. So I